Hey guys, what's up? So, here we are, Wreslmania Night 2 review. This night was just as good as the first night, and there were some title changes, there was some betrayals, there was a lot of shit that went down. We're gonna be talking about it all. Stay tuned. I say for night 2, there was a little bit more surprises than anything else that was happening. There was a lot of surprises, there was a lot of different things. Maybe we thought at one point some things were going to happen, we predicted another. That's what I think pretty much happened with night 2. But it was still exciting as the first night, and I thought overall this Wreslmania was really good. It really established a lot as like the second Wrestlemania in the Paul Levesque era, in the Triple H era. But we're going to be talking about it all. First match we're going to be talking about is Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus the Women's World Champion Io Sky. This triple threat match I knew was going to be a banger. Kicking it off was Wrestlemania Night 2. It was really like it was really kind of unpredictable for a lot of people to guess who was going to win. Rhea could get her title back, Bianca could be a title holder, or Io could really retain. It was really like a 50-50 type of prediction for a match, but it was still unpredictable. But we all know how these women work in the ring. We all know how they do everything in the ring, and it was really exciting to see, and I was like staying on my toes every single time. I did get home a little bit late, and I didn't see Io's entrance, but I was there for Bianca's and I was there for Rhea's. So didn't miss much, just a little bit of Io's entrance. There was at one point where it was just Rhea and Bianca like going at each other, which we all wanted. We all wanted a Bianca Belair and a Rhea Ripley match at some point. We finally kind of got that, minus of the fact that Io was just literally right behind him, waiting to do, you know, her Genius of the Sky type of moves that she does. You know, it was just still anticipating that we still got at least what we still wanted, minus of the fact that Io was there. But still, having Io Sky be in this, how she has proven herself time and time again, how she's literally defined herself ever since she was the WWE Women's Champion, and then now literally being one of the first contenders for that belt that she now has, to basically proving herself time and time again on Raw and all these other main events. It was just crazy. So Io was really my pick to win for the whole thing, because even though I love Bianca to death and I love Rhea to death, Io really needed to establish herself in this match. I see Rhea did the Razor's Edge, like how Damian Priest does the Razor's Edge, and I feel like that was a little tribute to him and to obviously Razor Ramon. This match I think was just really good, and it was keeping me, because Bianca was counteracting Io's moves and Rhea's moves, and it was just like, it was keeping you on your toes. It was not a boring moment on this match. So, it was just really exciting. And Io retains. I'm really happy for her. I'm really excited for her. She truly deserves it. I know that there was like a picture somewhere on Twitter how Io's parents were in the crowd when that happened, and they were really excited for her. Bianca's gear was amazing. So was Rhea's. And to have like Bianca's like stepdaughter be part of her entrance, that was really beautiful. I thought that was really cute. Next we're going to talk about the Fatal 4-Way match between Dominic Mysterio, Penta, Braun Breaker, the IC champ, and Finn Balor. This match, I was screaming my fucking head off. I was on my computer with my Discord, because I was like, you know what, let them see what I see and see how it is with me. I couldn't watch it with my friends last night, so I was kind of watching with my Discord, and they were just seeing me be like basically muted because I was screaming, and they saw like my face came like to light when I saw Dominic Mysterio like come out in his entrance that he did. He had like a whole like new like vibe to him, and I was like, oh, this established that Dominic is winning this match. It was really exciting to honestly see it. It was really exciting to see everybody else's gear. Braun Breaker came out, loved his gear, loved his entrance. And this being Penta's first debut match, this being Penta's first Wrestlemania match, this was really exciting for him. I was really happy for him. Penta has slowly but surely became like a favorite of mine, and I was really, really happy for it. I thought it was so exciting. And, you know, I got to do the cero, dinero. Like, I was just really exciting, and I'm happy for it. By the way, this is a total side note, I do have a few reactions to me doing the matches. I think it's on my YouTube Shorts and or it's just on my TikTok, so if you want to go and find them, they're there. I think the longer ones are on the TikTok because you can go up to like 10 minutes on there, and I think for YouTube Shorts it was only like 3 minutes. So, if you want to see my full if you want to see a few reactions to different matches, I have those up there. I kind of like for sure thought at some point that I was like, you know what? Penta could have a match. Penta could be really there. Him and Braun Breaker together in a ring is undeniable a force that you can't be not reckoned with. It was just something that I was like, okay, this established like who Penta is. And he established himself in front of the Vegas crowd who probably never really seen him before, or really never seen too much of it. But this being Penta's match, it was so fucking good. We all know how Dominic is. We all know why he's called Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He turned his back on his brother Finn Balor. Tried to do the 619. Finn caught him. And then that's where basically they started brawling out. They were kind of working together a little bit at the beginning of the match. But you should know, he's called Dirty Dominic Mysterio for a purpose. And that's what he did. He basically turned his back on Finn. He said, fuck everybody, I'm winning this IC champ for myself. And that's what he did. You see Braun Breaker do his finisher move. It doesn't work out. Finn does his coup de grace. Tries to pin him. And then here comes Dom with his frog splash. Gets it and wins it. And then as soon as he gets the title ship, he celebrates by going up the ramp. And then he was like, fuck this. I'm making this a moment for myself. Runs back in the ring and makes it a moment for himself. Which I was so happy for Dominic. I felt like this was like such a long time coming for him. Him being now broken away from his dad. I'm going to say it. You know, it was kind of good what he did. Of how he broke away from his dad and he became the singles champion that he deserves. Dom has worked his ass off. I'm going to say it. Dominic has worked his ass off, and I'm really happy for him. I'm happy that we have a new IC champ. I'm happy that it is Dominic Mysterio. I'm really excited for this kid. That and he basically is being Eddie Guerrero. You know, it was also kind of right there. I said that there was a picture going around on Twitter somewhere. I think I said it in my predictions video, how there was a video going around how it was Dominic next to Eddie Guerrero, and the similarities with the IC champs was just right there. It was also kind of given, but I'm really happy for Dominic. Next, we're going to be talking about AJ Styles and Logan Paul. This was an interesting match. Was I excited for AJ to win and for AJ to do everything? Yeah. I'm going to completely ignore the fact that, you know, Logan Paul is... Everyone says that he's a good wrestler. I'm not going to deny it. He is. He's doing moves that I've really never seen some of those wrestlers do. But I just don't like him as a person. I'm never going to like him as a person. I will stand on that fucking ground right now. And the fact that he tried to do like the brass knuckles type of thing, like, Logan, come on. Like, you're better. Like, Logan, come on. Don't be an actual cheater for once in your life. You know, you probably were, but, you know, you're still a cheater. I really wanted AJ to pick up the win, but Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross. Let me talk about this man. First of all, never giving him the fucking spotlight. Hello, Triple H, what are you doing? You need to give him the spotlight. Karrion Kross is literally carrying this mid-card division. He is literally going to be a future champion. The fact that he had his first match on Raw in the last 6 months is fucking crazy. And yes, he did get under AJ's skin. Yes, he kind of like interfered with this match, and that's how Logan pretty much picked up the win. But you know, did y'all see the promo he cut like on the post show? He cut a promo on the post show, and it was exciting. It was so fucking cool, and I was like, this is why I'm taking Karrion Kross as a serious fucking wrestler, as a serious person. And Scarlett was also kind of involved too, but this version of Karrion Kross needs to be, you know, displayed more. Like, he broke away from the Final Testament. He needs to establish himself. I'm gonna give Karrion Kross like 6 months to amp up a storyline at some point, and then maybe get the IC champ. Maybe he'll take it from Dominic. Maybe he'll go after the United States Championship. Maybe he'll get drafted to SmackDown. Who knows? I see big things for Karrion Kross, and literally the promo that he gave and what he did with this match made this match a little 10 times better than it already was before. Yeah, you had AJ Styles literally killing. You had AJ Styles literally, like, going after Logan Paul, like, half the time. But Karrion Kross had a big part of this storyline, and I feel like it is not going to end. I feel like something's going to happen for Backlash. But overall, I didn't really pay attention to the match that much. I do love AJ, but honestly, I just couldn't stand kind of watching Logan Paul wrestle at WrestleMania when there's other people that truly deserve that position, like Karrion Kross. So with that being said, you know, I didn't watch the match too much, but it was still kind of exciting to see what Karrion Kross was doing. Next, we had Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. This thing, their whole entrances, was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger ass match, and it was a banger ass match. We got what Drew basically did last year. He tweeted out last year how he was like bored at work, and then he did it again, but he took a picture and he took a selfie and gave it to his brother in the crowd. And I thought that was funny. That's very typical, like, Drew McIntyre to do that. I feel like maybe now, next year, he's gonna do a video. I saw some people on Twitter say that, and I think it'd be pretty funny if he did that. I think that this match was more exciting than the AJ Styles and the Logan Paul one. This one was so fucking good. I loved this match. Damian was proving himself more and more with every match that he has. Same thing with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has came a long way since WrestleMania 40. He's really established himself. He finally has a WrestleMania win, and maybe he won't say, oh, I prayed for this, and whatever else he says. So this match really was so good. I really liked what they did. They really established them more and more in the ring with this. With the tables. Sin City street fight. I can't fucking say it. I thought it was so good, and I absolutely loved it. The point that I was like, oh, this is so fucking good, is Drew McIntyre not set up one table, but 2 tables, and then push Damian through the tables, throwing him over the ring. That was just exciting, and I absolutely loved it. Oh, and then this also happened too. Drew McIntyre goes for the Claymore, right? Damian Priest has a chair around his neck. Here comes Drew McIntyre just charging at him, choke slams him. Grabs his neck, choke slams him. And then he gets, like, the chair off of him, but he does it with the chair on. It's so fucking wild, and it's crazy, and that's why I really love this match. This one was really exciting for me to watch, and I'll get into it. So we're going to be talking about the Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Women's Tag Team Champions, versus Lyra Valkyria and a returning Becky Lynch. Let me tell you, oh my god, I literally cried my eyes out. I cried my eyes out when Becky came back. I didn't know who Lyra was going to pick. I mean, there was speculations it was Becky, but I'm like, no, it can't be Becky. I don't know if it is. I thought it was going to be Roxanne Perez. I thought it was going to be Dakota Kai. I thought it was going to be somebody that Lyra has worked with before. And I was like, you know what? You know what? It kind of makes sense that it would be Becky Lynch. And I was just like, you know what? This is the perfect revenge for Liv, because of what Liv has been saying. So I was just over the moon, happy, excited, and I was fucking crying. I have a video reaction of me reacting to Becky Lynch coming back on my TikTok and on my YouTube Shorts. So if you want to check that out, I'll try to put it on the screen somewhere. I was just over the moon, excited and happy because Becky makes me happy. She's one of my favorite people for the women's division, and I just love it. And the fact that she did it with Lyra Valkyria, who is basically, like, defined herself in this women's division, being the IC champ, literally being one of the finalists for Queen of the Ring, being this undeniable, unstoppable force after she came up to the main roster, is crazy and exciting, and I absolutely love it for her. But overall, I think this match was just a little too short. Yes, I know like after this match it was Cody Rhodes and John Cena, But this match could have gone on a little bit longer. You know, I was not really expecting, like, you know, a 15-20 minute match. I wanted this to go on a little bit longer, as it should for some of the women's matches, but, you know, doesn't do that. But this match was just so fucking good, and I absolutely loved it. I thought every single woman in that ring really defined themselves, really established themselves in this. And I feel like, I don't know where this goes for Liv next, honestly. I can't tell, because she had the Women's World Champion, lost that to Rhea Ripley. Now she has the tag team titles that she lost to Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. So I don't know where it could go here from Liv. I feel like, you know, maybe still being a tag team. Maybe she'll take some time off and maybe they'll sign them to SmackDown. Like, who knows what will happen for where Liv. But I'm also going to give Liv Morgan her flowers, because she really did a lot in this division, in this. She is also the first, But you know, I'm gonna take some time out. I'm going to give Liv Morgan her flowers that she deserves. And I'm gonna say that Liv Morgan deserves so much credit for what she has done in the past 6 months with that title ship. For the past 6 months, what she's done for the past few months that she's did with those tag team titles. She has really established herself. And I'm really excited to see where this goes for her. I have actually kind of grown to love Liv Morgan. Just based upon who she is, and I really see big things for her in the future. But overall, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria pick up the win. Didn't think that was going to happen, because I placed my bets on Liv and Raquel retaining. But having Becky Lynch return, I mean, maybe this kind of established it. And now she's back, and I can't wait to see her again on Raw. Hopefully you can go to a Raw show and I could go and see her. I'll probably cry again. But I really was happy with this match. Then we finally had the secret opponent for Randy Orton, and lo and behold, did not ever think that this man was ever going to be in Wrestlemania or WWE. It is the TNA champion, Joe Hendry. Let me tell you, I screamed. I was like, oh my god, it's Joe Hendry. And I did not think it was going to be Joe Hendry. I honestly thought it was going to be Aleister Black or Rusev or Nick Aldis. Like, there was a lot of names being thrown around for this secret opponent for Randy Orton. And I really couldn't place any predictions on it because I didn't know who the other opponent was. And they literally just did an open challenge like they did with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, like back at Mania 38, I think it was. So this was really... So this match was also pretty short, but also it was pretty entertaining and exciting to see, because Randy kind of like shot a promo beforehand, and he said he's gonna oh, whoever comes through those doors are gonna hear the most dangerous words in the WWE, RKO, blah blah blah. He ends up picking the win, which great, because Randy Orton has not had a win for a long fucking time since he has been returned. He has not had a match. He has not had a win in a few months since he's returned. So the fact that it was at Mania, the fact that it was against Joe Hendry, it's crazy enough. I absolutely love the match. You see Joe Hendry having his WrestleMania moment that he truly deserves. I think another name that was being thrown around was Jeff Hardy. I wouldn't be opposed to Jeff Hardy, because I started to get into the Hardy Bros like a few months ago and realized how much they need to be in the Hall of Fame. They are established as one of the greatest tag teams as all time. Same thing with the New Day, someday with the Usos. I think that the Hardy Bros should be in the Hall of Fame, like as of fucking next year. This match was really good. You saw Joe Hendry do like his signature pose, get RKO'd by Randy like twice. I thought that this match was really, really entertaining, and it kept us on our toes. You know, I didn't think that Joe Hendry was going to appear at WrestleMania, but lo and behold, that's what, you know, an open challenge could be. But Randy ends up picking the win. Happy for him. He deserves it. I thought it was still an exciting match. Alright, here we go. The main event was Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. I'm gonna be ever so blunt with it. It was not living up to what the main event for night one was. It was not living up for it what the main event for night one was. Night one main event kept you on your toes. Did not expect some of that shit to happen. It was crazy overall, left and right. And that should have main evented night two. Cody and John Cena should have main evented night one. I'm gonna say it. It was just mid. It wasn't giving much. Yeah, John Cena was doing like his attitude adjustment. Cody Rhodes was doing the crossroads and the Cody Cutter and five knuckle shuffle. Like, was the last time that I was going to see a Wrestlemania. I just don't think that it was living up to that much of an expectation. Yeah, like maybe this is how John Cena maybe pitched it to win the 17th. But he ended up winning the 17th champion, which I'm happy about. I'm so happy that John Cena did it because he deserves it. He is the GOAT. He has established himself in this company that he is the GOAT of fucking wrestling. And he beat Ric Flair's title. Like, he beat Ric Flair's, like, whole championship record, and he beat one of the biggest faces of this company right now, which is Cody Rhodes. And as a Cody Rhodes stan, as Cody is one of my favorite male wrestlers nowadays, I was just happy. I was happy. You know, Cody losing that title probably meant a lot to him, but he still gave it his fucking all. Like, Cody did a lot of shit. He went to every single meet and greet, every single live show, every single dark match, every single PLE. He's been on that. He's carried this shit. He has done so fucking much ever since he got that title ship. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of him. So yeah, I'm gonna give Cody Rhodes his flowers that he deserves. Now, if this gives him an opportunity to turn heel, John Cena though, with this run, I feel like it's going to be really good. I feel like John Cena is going to really surprise us with this run, and I'm really happy for John Cena, honestly, to win. I literally wore his shirt for good luck because I was really happy for John Cena. That and I'm matching with my dad. I think my dad was also really happy for this as well. But this was just really exciting, and I'm so happy with the results. Now, the match did lag a little bit because I was like, okay, is someone going to come out and maybe help Cody? Is someone maybe going to come out and help John Cena? Travis Scott ends up coming out. It's just Travis Scott. I don't understand why Travis Scott was there in the first place, but it was just Travis Scott. Not The Rock, not Stone Cold, not fucking Triple H, not anybody, not Jey Uso. Travis Scott, who doesn't have any really experience in wrestling. I don't know why he's there. I guess he sold his soul to the fucking Rock, so I guess he has to be there. He helped John Cena at Elimination Chamber, beat up Cody Rhodes, and blah, 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 blah. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how... But, you know, we'll see how this goes. We'll see what ends up happening this John Cena run. We'll see how this goes. Backlash is coming up, and I think everybody is speculating that it will be Randy Orton versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Now, that doesn't mean that Randy's still not going to get that belt. I think Randy is still going to get that belt. We just have to wait and see. But overall, night 2, I feel as that didn't do as much of an excellence performance as night 1 did. I feel like the main events should be switched around, and it should have been Punk, Reigns, Rollins for night 2, Rhodes and Cena for night 1. That's how I feel like it should have went because of the crowd reactions, and it wasn't as big of a match. It wasn't as big as a match as we wanted it to be for John Cena's last WrestleMania. But I'm pretty much happy with the results, other than maybe like 1 or 2 matches. I really did like this Mania. It was really exciting to see Becky Lynch come back, Dominic getting his first win. It was really happy to see Tiffany retain against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Happy for Jey Uso getting like such a big title ship for him at a Mania that he deserves. Yeah, so overall, WrestleMania 41, you did pretty good. You were pretty good. Not as well as the 40, but you know, it's getting there. It is getting there. Not as well as Elimination Chamber did. Elimination Chamber was fucking spectacular. But yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more wrestling content, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, that way you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. I love you all very much.